Hey everyone, this is Stuart Victor Echo 9, Charlie Foxtrot, and welcome back to the channel. On this channel, we talk about all things to do with portable DXing and ham radio in general. So in this video, I want to educate those who are not familiar with the Canadian Callsign system and the way Callsigns work in Canada. Unlike our friends to the south who have this foray, this chaotic foray of how their call signs are laid out, meaning you can be a 6 call and live on the East Coast and have a 1 call and live on the West Coast. There was a time when call signs were all divvied up by regions in the US, but I understand they did away with that decades ago. Canada's not like that.
Canada is very different than our neighbors to the south.
Canada has a very well organized system for call signs. Yes, can you be outside of your call area and have a call from another call area? Yes, it is possible, but technically by the rules, it's not permitted. But there are a few exceptions. I do know some VE1s from Newfoundland that live here in the Maritimes and live in New Brunswick and still retain their VE1 calls. I doubt that ISED, that the governing body, knows about their change of address, and they still have their Newfoundland, for example, address as their primary residence. Therefore, they can keep their VO1 call while they're here in VE9 land. But that's not the rule. When I came to New Brunswick, I had to change my Victor Echo 6 call to a Victor Echo 9. That is the way the rules work. I even asked them, and they said it's not permitted. So there you go. Anyway, how do the call signs work here in Canada? It is, in theory, the lowest number on the east and the highest number in the west. It's not always true in every scenario. So for example, let's start on the East Coast. Now most Canadian call areas will have Victor Echo and Victor Alpha, with the exception of a few, which I'll point out as we make our journey from the East Coast to the West Coast. Starting on the East Coast, Nova Scotia, it is Victor Echo 1 or Victor Alpha 1. So all Nova Scotia call signs will start with Victor Echo 1 or Victor Alpha 1. So when you're out there doing your POTA activation and a Victor Echo 1 calls you, you don't have to ask for their location. You could automatically assume that they're in Nova Scotia because 99.99% of the time, they will be in Nova Scotia. We're gonna skip over all the rest of Atlantic Canada and come back to that later. We're going to skip right over to Quebec, to the Belle Province, and Quebec is Victor Echo 2 or Victor Alpha 2. Ontario, Victor Echo 3 or Victor Alpha 3. Manitoba, Victor Echo 4 or Victor Alpha 4. Saskatchewan, Victor Echo 5 or Victor Alpha 5. Alberta, Victor Echo 6 or Victor Alpha 6. And last province on the West Coast, British Columbia, Victor Echo 7 or Victor Alpha 7. Now let's go back to the East Coast. We're gonna hit the north after, but let's go back to the East Coast because there are some anomalies on the East Coast. So Newfoundland, the island of Newfoundland, well, let's start off with the province of Newfoundland and Labrador, as it's officially known, is 2 distinct regions. Newfoundland itself, the island of Newfoundland, or as we call it, the Rock, is Victor Oscar 1. All stations in Newfoundland will be Victor Oscar 1, and all stations in Labrador, which is its counterpart on the mainland, is Victor Oscar 2. So Newfoundland and Labrador, Victor Oscar 1 for the island, Victor Oscar 2 for the mainland to the north. Prince Edward Island, which is our smallest province, is Victor Yankee 2. All the islanders that are hams will be Victor Yankee 2. New Brunswick, where I live, this is where one of the anomalies come in. Many years ago, New Brunswickers, the new ham community in New Brunswick, got their own prefix, Victor Echo 9. Now there is no Victor Alpha 9. So there's only Victor Echo 9. So I told you the rules are pretty straightforward with a few little twists and bobs here and there. There is no Victor Alpha 9, so only Victor Echo 9 for New Brunswick, and it doesn't follow the lowest on the east, highest on the west rule. They just kind of squeezed it in later because everything was established already. For years, New Brunswickers were also Victor Echo 1 until one time they said, you know what, you guys are now Victor Echo 9. I wasn't active in the ham community when that happened, so I'm not sure all the details, but that's the way it is. All New Brunswickers are Victor Echo 9. Let's go up to the north now. Yukon Territory is Victor Yankee 1. Don't know how they got that one, but that's what they got. The Northwest Territories itself is Victor Echo 8. Now there is no Victor Alpha 8 to the best of my knowledge. A Victor Echo 8 only for the Northwest Territories. And Nunavut which is our newest territory. It's been around for several years, but it's our newest territory, is Victor Yankee 0. Now, you're probably not going to hear that call sign very often. I don't believe there's a lot of ham radio operators in Nunavut. There might be might be a higher concentration in Iqaluit itself, but not a lot of VY0s. I know the Eureka weather station, VY0 ERC, I think the call sign is somewhat active, but you're not going to hear a whole bunch of VY0s. And there's other call signs as well, so you need to be aware of. So Sable Island, which is on the far eastern side of Canada, which is a Parks Canada location, is Charlie Yankee 0. I think there's a de-expedition going out there this spring actually. And CY9, Charlie Yankee 9, which is St. Paul Island, which is a small archipelago between Cape Breton Island and Newfoundland. That was active about a year ago. I think there was a de-expedition that went out there. Charlie Yankee 9. And you may hear Victor Echo 0 every once in a while. Victor Echo 0 are technically maritime mobile. So Victor Echo 0, I do believe there's a couple active on the East Coast, maritime ship that are museums. I know one in Halifax for sure, maybe there's a second. Victor Echo 0. But for most times, a Victor Echo 0 will be a maritime mobile in international waters. So that's when you'll hear Victor Echo 0. There are many other call signs that do pop up from time to time that are labeled as special event. For example, we can get Victor Bravo 9 here in New Brunswick. I have operated X-Ray Mike 9 in the past, and we can also get Charlie Kilo 9 for special events. So those are very rare. I do have a video on the channel on special events here in Canada. But there you go, folks. There are some breakdowns of the Victor Echo call areas, the Canadian ham radio call areas, so that when you're out there doing your portable activations or parks on the air or wherever you are and a Victor Echo 4 calls you, you will know now that they are in Manitoba, or a higher degree probability that they're in Manitoba. Again, every rule has its variances. I know some Victor Ocean 1s that live here in New Brunswick, and I know some Victor Echo 9s that called Nova Scotia home and just never changed the call sign. So there are rules, but the rule in Canada is if you reside in a certain province, you must have that call sign area. I believe the people that still retain their old call signs just never told. I said that they moved. For years, I was Victor Echo 6, and I lived outside of Alberta, but I wasn't active on the air, and it never crossed my mind to call them and let them know until I moved here to New Brunswick, and that's when they told me I had to have a Victor Echo 9. So unlike our friends to the US who have this chaotic call sign system, that's their own business, not mine. Canada, on the other hand, is very, very well organized with how our call signs are laid out. I'm Stuart Victor Echo 9, Charlie Foxtrot. Again, I'm in New Brunswick. You can tell by the Victor Echo 9. We'll see you guys in the next video. 7-3 for now.